Hello there. Staying inside the EU for the next 4 years would cost the UK £55 billion according to the latest figures. The Office for Budget Responsibility published figures on Budget Day showing that UK payments to the EU would rise markedly over the coming years, were we still to be a member. The cost is set to increase next year by 25% from £9.9 billion to £12.5 billion and could go up to £13.8 billion the following year. So, on the face of it, the $40 billion or so that May has yet to put formally on the negotiating table looks not such bad value. Ian Duncan Smith, the former Tory leader, said that these figures showed that leaving the EU would be a bargain, despite the Brexit bill costs. Personally, as I've said before, what I think we will now see over the coming days and weeks is a closing of Tory ranks around this deal, whatever the people of the country think. Anyway, the Brexit negotiations are now in a very strange place. It seems that the island of Ireland, as a whole, is now in charge. Why do I say that? Basically because you've got the DUP holding the whip hand over the Tories on the Brexit side, and you've got Donald Tusk, the President of the EU Commission, saying, "Let me say very clearly, if the UK offer is unacceptable for Ireland, it will also be unacceptable for the EU." Now that means that Donald Tusk has basically promised the Republic of Ireland a veto over the Brexit negotiations. So let's see what Article 50 says about this. The relevant bit is, "It shall be concluded on behalf of the Union by the Council, acting by a qualified majority after obtaining the consent of the European Parliament." But Tusk is saying that Ireland can veto this in his council. There isn't even agreement yet, and this is the way the EU wants to handle negotiations? Where's this much vaunted EU democracy that Remainers keep harping on about? No wonder the SNP loves the EU so much. Now that this totally unconstitutional statement has been made, the UK government needs to urgently demand clarification, and if Tusk intends on perverting the Lisbon Treaty in such a manner, then the UK just needs to get out now. And finally, there's an extremely good spoof article in Brexit Central, written by Eurosceptic former Labour MP Austin Mitchell, called "Tony Blair's Secret Memo to Alistair Campbell, My 12-Point Plan for Stopping Brexit." Now this may just be a bit of fun, but, like all good satire, there's always some truth in it somewhere. There is a link to it in the description box below, but I've lifted a few gems from it to give you a taste. The aim must be to make Brexit look so difficult that government gives up rather than increases dislike of an EU which is so good for our people, even if they don't know it. Pretend to accept the referendum result. Don't call Brexit voters stupid, undereducated, racist or gullible. Many of them voted for me. Don't bang on about the joys of the single market. We're in a deficit of £60 billion with it and selling off railways, companies and utilities to finance it. Much as cosmopolitans like you, me and Peter love the EU, it was always a deal designed to suit the interests of France and Germany rather than Britain. Don't mention the war, Germany or the euro. Your skill at putting a first-class case for second-rate policies served us well in the old days, before Gordon messed it all up. Now there is much more and it's well worth a read. So what are your thoughts on the Brexit bill compared to the price of staying in, where Ireland sits in the negotiations, and Austin Mitchell's piece? Please leave a comment below. Thank you. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.